Okay, but there is this analysis that says in the presence of God there is fullness of joy.
Oh yes.
And people believe, okay, coming to church, we're coming to come and dance. They'll tell you, dance away your sorrow, coming to dance. There's nothing like, because there are some churches that you go to, when you listen to their sermon, for you to dance will be difficult. Because when you hear sermon about the end time, sermon about rapture, and I'm sure when they start singing, jump up, you would find it difficult to react to that song. Now, my question is, how is the church setup meant to be? In the sense that, okay, are we meant to come into the church? Because you ask some people, okay, let me drill it down to Celestial Church. Some people will tell you the reason why they come to Celestial Church is to come and dance, sing and dance. They do any other thing, they don't have any other business. Is that the essence?
No, that's not the essence of coming to church. Like you said, it depends on whatever is going on in the church at that. And this is where the shepherds and the elders in the church needs to come in. The leadership comes in. You now find out that when there are different songs in our book, or in our hymn book. There are particular songs for example, when you're talking about rapture, when you're supposed to be sober. There are songs like that in our hymn book. And you connect with that. And then you start to think, what am I doing wrong that I need to make restitution on? What am I supposed to be doing right? How am I supposed to be behaving as a child of God? And then this is where now the choir comes in. They are meant to be singing the song that goes with what the preacher is preaching. Is going to preach. Sometimes you find out that a preacher will step in onto the podium, and then after we have sung, the song before the preaching, and then the preacher will say, "How did the choir know that this has got to do with the preaching I wanted to preach today?" It's because they are in spirit. They brought themselves to that level. There is connection. There is always that connection between the preacher and the choir. If the choir have, they're playing a very important role. Before you come to the church, and then you pray and say to them, I'm sanctifying my God. I'm leaving my body to you, Christ. Lead me in the song that I'm going to sing today. You will find out that without you knowing, the song will connect with what the preacher was going to preach. And after, I'm not saying we can't dance. In every situation, that they're preaching about rapture, they're singing about Thanksgiving, either preaching about Thanksgiving, whatever topic it is, you can still dance. But we need to understand that there are certain dance that we cannot dance in the church.